You mean doing the press junket? That would be just a great thing to check out.
Love hearing that.
Because they're not going to use any of that stuff, unfortunately.
No.
Why would they? It would be entertaining. So the same old drivel that you get from those entertainment shows.
Garbage.
Billy Crystal as the jazz man character. What can I tell you?
This is...
We don't know comedy.
Ridiculous.
Billy Crystal knows comedy.
Look. Billy Crystal... There was a point where Billy Crystal was funny. I can't quite pin the years down, but there was a point.
You look marvelous.
I liked a few of his characters on SNL. Yeah. You could call it, hack or say that wasn't funny, but he was popular on SNL back then. Think back. Maybe those were the years. I don't know, but this is so bad that when I came in this morning, Than had to tell me about it, and actually he had to write an email about it last night. It was so bad. As it was happening, he had to commiserate, and then he played a little bit for me this morning in the office, and I can't look at anybody while it's playing. I can't look. It is so douche-chill embarrassing. Alone, you're embarrassed. How do you get embarrassed by yourself listening to something?
We were, I was in the tent when he did this, which was right outside the venue. It's where all the performers came to hang out and whatever. And I didn't see him or Robin Webby. They kind of stayed backstage. But this came on. I saw Billy Crystal walk out on the screen like everybody else did. And I'm like, what is he doing? And he was doing like this jazz character. But then it was going on for
He's done this in the past. It's the impression he does of the old black jazz man. Yeah, And he squints his eyes, and he rolls his nose up and shows his front teeth and talks about the blues and how hard it was to grow up as a black man. And you're missing the blackface if you're going to do a minstrel show. You're missing the burnt piece of cork to rub on your face because, in essence, that's what he's doing. And it goes on forever.
He has a legitimate connection to the music somehow. I forget the story, but he was a kid. His family was involved with the music, big, heavy time. He knew Billie Holiday when he was a
Jew.
kid. But, yeah, definitely Jew.
Yes, no connection to that aside from feeling bad.
No, Mel Gibson. I mean, it was like a lifelong. a lifelong love of the music. So I'm not doubting legitimacy.
You could love the music, but this guy is the furthest thing from anybody that's a jazz singer or a player or anything. What does Billy Crystal know?
I'm missing something on it. I'm missing something. Like, it's missing something, and it's like, I don't need to do it.
You want to listen to a little bit of this? Or?
No, let me tell you something. I don't want to listen to a second of this crap. But, yeah, I have to hear all of it.
To our listeners, we're not playing this because it's good.
No, I want everyone
Please be with us on
to be as annoyed and embarrassed.
Because sometimes we got to, explain things to you
And
guys.
this is cut up.
How long was it then?
It went on for 10 minutes or so.
I had to cut it up. It's 11 minutes and 30 seconds.
11:30 he did
11 minutes. Billy, 11 minutes?
11 minutes, 30 seconds, and it seems like an eternity. It seems twice that long because it's that bad.
Well, let's take a listen.
And he doesn't even get into the guy. I've seen him do this before on, the first Comic Relief. He did the same thing. And he doesn't even put the oomph into the character anymore. Like he used to really try to sound like... Now it's like the Jewish black guy voice.
He's out of touch.
Here's what you need in your life.
That's what happens. They get out of touch.
You need people in your life who will just go, what are you doing?
Your
mouth. That stinks.
It's not. You're not being poignant. You're being a bore.
Here we go.
I grew up in New Orleans. I have lived in the 9th Ward most of my trade cool life. My father, he was in the Army. He was a trumpet player.
Don't
in
look
the
at
Army
me.
band, and he also played the bugle. He was a good bugle player. I mean, he could play that bugle. When he played taps, you know that the cat that was dead meant something to somebody. I mean, he played it like it was the blues. So like, bop do dwee, bop do za.
Okay, all right, stop. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out at the Bop Zooey.
I want more.
Where he's scatting. Oh, stop it.
At least the scat I like has a payoff.
Do zappa, do zappa, do zow.
No, stop.
So when I was old enough and I wanted to play the horn, you know. I went up to my dad and I said, Pops, I want to be a musician. And he said to me, Lester,
shut up, you're a fat little Jew.
If you want to be a musician, play the clarinet, not the trumpet. I said, why, Pop? He said, hey, look at my lip. You see that little dent over my lip, and then you get all this callus and stuff, and I'm telling you, boy, the chicks don't like to kiss the trumpet players. So I took one look at that lip, and that's when I became a clarinet player. Can't you dig that?
Why are they laughing?
I knew you could.
Can you dig that? I knew that you could. He says that 81 times during this bit.
Does he really?
He just keeps saying it and saying it and saying it.
Can I break in?
It wasn't even funny when Tony Manero did it to that whore that had all of his friends in the backseat of the car.
Yeah. Diane in Connecticut, go ahead.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to let you know that Jimmy is right. Billy's dad and uncle owned a record store, and they were also producers.
Yeah, there you go. The business end of jazz. Stop it.
I'm only saying, my point was only...
That's what a Jewish guy
Hold on a
did.
second.
Exactly.
My point was only that I don't. It's not something he just grabbed like as a love. It was something that I think he legitimately grew up loving. He's when he's a kid, his family knew Billy. I was saying I think it's something he loved his whole life. I just don't like the character.
I'm not even going to try to defend it. Go ahead, play it.
I think the point Jimmy's trying to make is that they both have the same managers, and Jimmy thinks that Billy Crystal is terrific.
Wrong.
That he's just terrific.
Wrong. I don't like the character. I really don't. I almost like it. Almost the legitimacy of loving the music almost makes me dislike this character more, because you shouldn't be doing something connected to something you love so much.
Yeah.
And making everyone who listens to it go, oh.
Uncomfortable. If what you're saying is the case, and I have no reason to doubt you,
right.
This is like showing off then. He's almost showing off, look how cultured I am, look what I know about. I'm Jewish, yet I know all about the black man and jazz and the blues and what makes black people sing and play the blues. And you know something? Stop it. You don't. This is it's a minstrel show.
Back to Billy Crystal. I was 16 when I marched down the street when my dad come home from the war, leading his procession. The American flag draped on his coffin. My mother, my 6 brothers and sisters marching behind me as I strutted up the way on our way to bring him to his sleeping place. And I think it's the only time that taps was ever played on the clarinet. Can you dig that? I knew that you could. And there was a red painted house.
All right, look, I got goosebumps, and not because I'm being touched.
Are you being moved?
By this. No, not because it's moving. I swear to you, the hairs just stood up on the back of my neck when he said, can you dig it? I knew you could. I can't listen to this. I cannot sit in this room and listen to this.
See, this wouldn't,
house on the corner.
This wouldn't be as bad if it was not being done. I understand it's a comedy benefit as attempts to be poignant, but get like an old black actor. Like, this is the type of thing I would want to see an actor doing. Like, I didn't Billy Crystal an actor, but it's like, I don't want to see an older white guy doing this. I want to see, get me like, I don't know, get me Scatman Crothers if he wasn't dead. Or Morgan
Get me the
Freeman.
dead one. It's better than this.
Get me the
I want to see one an axe buried in his chest recited.
What happened to an old jazz musician to talk?
Right. Billy Crystal does not deliver the visual of an old jazz musician. Sorry.
Well, I want to hear that last line about could you dig it again. I'm not trying to bother you.
I'm
dig that?
I
knew that you could.
I'm cringing.
Why?
I'm cringing.
Time the taps was ever played on the clarinet. Can you dig that? I knew that you could. And there was a red painted
Not a
house
peep.
in the corner right before the cemetery. And every time I was struck by
By the way, someone's saying that instead of saying new video games, Mike Wood said nudio games.
Nudio games. Ooh.
Wee.
every time I was struck by the street, right?
What a dumb girl.
I would see this beautiful girl, sweet-looking dress on the porch, and she would smile at me.
Would she, Billy?
And I would smile back, because, I ain't stupid, Her name was Marjorie.
They're straining for something. Listen to that. Hold on. They are straining the audience for anything to laugh at. Anything. So he goes, yeah, I'm not stupid. You hear some nervous titters in the background right there, because they want to laugh. He's giving them nothing right here. Billy Crystal's giving the audience nothing.
That would have been an acceptable to me thing to do.
Stop defending him.
No, let me finish. if you did it for 30 seconds and then introed something. If you did it as
all right,
impression,
I'll even give you that.
Yeah, it went on for 11 minutes.
That's the problem I had with it. It was like a real long thing.
And introduce an actual jazz musician that perhaps lost his friggin' house in Katrina and talk about some of his experiences. And 11 minutes. This is the most pompous, self-centered piece of crap to do to subject an audience to. I mean, this show. And Billy Crystal. Thank you.
Do we have
Hold on now.
Do we have to play all 5 clips?
Yes.
No.
I want people to be miserable.
I want to hear more. Can you dig that?
I knew you could.
Here we go.
Her name was Marjorie Green.
What?
We've been smiling at each other for over 15 years now. 50 years. Can you
15?
dig that? I knew that you could.
Is he trying for a new catchphrase?
I think so.
That was Tony Maneros from Saturday Night Fever and his friends, Double J and the other one.
Well, great.
Can you dig it? I knew that you could.
We've been through a lot of storms in this house. A lot of storms. So when we heard about this angry woman named Katrina, we said that we would stay. Even though I know how hard it is to deal with an angry woman. Can you dig that? I knew that you could. The wind started blowing real hard. You could feel the house, like, standing there fighting.
Do you think he's so out of touch with what's funny that he thinks this is funny?
I don't know what he thinks.
What is he trying for here? It's not comedy. Stop it. Even Billy Crystal.
Being moving and poignant.
He's trying to be poignant.
Light humor. I don't know. It's just.
He's trying to be poignant.
I like how all you can hear when there's supposed to be audience response is coughing.
Yeah, and then I can hear like and rustling of papers and stuff. You can hear every little nuance going on in the background because there's dead silence.
You hear a lot of this.
While this jackass is pontificating in this black lingo.
You need friends around you who are unafraid of you enough to smash you in the face. Shut your mouth.
What, Billy? What are you going to be doing for comic relief? Yeah, I'm thinking of doing the character I do, the black jazz musician.
It stinks. Why would you do that?
Well, I thought it would be memorable and poignant.
Shut up.
11 minutes?
It's not. You're boring everyone.
All right, you're right. Should I do the "you look marvelous" guy?
Yes. You know how fast I would get a call if I did that in a rehearsal from Colin or Patricia?
Oh, my God.
Or Keith? God, stupid. You don't sound nothing like a musician.
Yeah.
You know how fast I would get smashed by my friends?
He needs friends like we have.
Can we
friends
finish the clip?
I'm just milking. I want to hear more.
Don't.
I want more.
I wanted to improv a little. Can you dig that?
I knew you could. And he's talking about a hurricane like retarded children talk about it. Like it's not this insightful jazz musician guy. He's speaking like a retard describes a hurricane and what happens. We heard about this angry woman, Katrina, coming. Did you? Why didn't you leave, you dummy?
Hard. You could feel the house like standing there fighting its ground. And then the rain come.
Yeah.
Rain come hard.
A hurricane.
Harder. It was like being inside a Buddy Rich drum when he was beating on it. But the difference between God and Buddy Rich was Buddy knew when it was time to quit. It was shaking so loud you thought that the house was going to blow away, and then you'd wake up and the little munchkin cats would be outside, you know? God, you dig that? I knew that you could.
They didn't dig it, though, Bill.
They didn't dig it.
They're not digging anything.
And he doesn't know they can. This is so incredibly bad. I'm freaking out.
It's so bad I refuse to play.
No, you have to.
No, I refuse.
I need this pain.
Dude.
By the way, the Munchkin line was the first thing I saw that was like, okay, that's definitely a punchline.
He's trying. Get nothing.
You gotta have friends that are not afraid of your disapproval.
Beat him up. A friend of his has to beat him up.
A lot of credit to Peter in Jersey. Yes. Pryor's Mudbone comes to mind.
Well, excuse
me.
A guy like Pryor had done something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's a little bit
Mudbone was one of Pryor's most famous characters.
Or here's an example of being poignant and funny. The Wino and the Junkie bit that Pryor would do was the Wino and the Junkie.
Yeah.
Very, very moving characters because they were real and they were organic, but they were hilarious. Yeah. It's like Pryor said he always would people knew a laugh was coming, so they would actually always be okay to go to a very sad place because they knew they were going to laugh. It wasn't just 11 minutes of just...
Ugh.
Right. All right, listen, why don't we take a break?
No.
I
need to hear it.
No, I don't want to.
Dude, I need to hear the rest of it. I have to.
I want another clip.
Don't make me.
I want to subject everybody to this.
Opie, can you play that? I knew that you
No. You know what?
No.
I want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
No.
It's so bad.
I want to hear it.
It's okay.
It is?
Attaboy, fan. Wait.
You're going to be okay.
Wait, after all that drama, it's okay?
No, you broke the casing it was in.
But
Can you break that?
I knew that. God, I had the coming right out of my freaking.
I'm losing my.
Ready to say the same thing.
I knew that you couldn't.
Can you break it? Yeah.
I'm losing my touch. I think it didn't break.
You didn't want to break it.
They're making them better.
Yeah, they are.
They are?
Yeah.
Really?
They are harder to break these days.
Really?
They used to come apart.
Break it, but I want to hear the last clip. I think.
All right, we got to take a break and we'll
CD
figure
come
it out.
apart like that.
Come on, guys.
I think we should make people listen to it.
Please.
I got to. I have to.
For what reason?
I don't know why.
What reasoning?
You know, I found the part of me that has a little bit of masochism in it. I'm not into SNL. I'm not into being tied up or whipped or anything. It's audio masochism I'm into.
Oh, you're into something, though. We'll figure it out.
No.
One of these days, we're going to figure it out.
It looks like a belt with a big ruler with a fireman's hat on it. That's what you're into.
No.
You pillow biter.
Oh.
Come on.
Fannykins.
These people want to be entertained on the way to work.
This is entertaining. They want to be moved, too, Opie.
When we last left you,
They want to be moved.
Billy's black jazz character was in a house.
You mean when our listeners left us?
Yes, when our listeners left us, Billy Crystal's character, his black jazz character, was in a house being shaken by Hurricane Katrina.
Angry woman named Katrina.
Angry woman.
Well,
Named Katrina.
they lost the house, okay?
No.
Can we move on?
No, I got to hear the rest.
Well, he talks about the Superdome as the character.
Oh, see? Come on, this has got to be good. Now he's going to bring the funny.
And there's a cute Cheney joke in here. Maybe more than one.
Okay.
Maybe more than one.
Now we're going to get some laughs.
Or some statements that are just very poignant and moving.
Oh, they will be, I'm sure.
Amen.
But he can do both. It's like that.
We ended up at the Superdome with 30,000 other cats, and it wasn't even a game.
Cats.
It was a shame. No food, no water, no toilets, no help. This ain't America. How the hell could you forget about us? I mean, I can forget my keys, what I had for breakfast, but I can never forget a city. You can never forget its people. 5 days till the president got here. 5 days.
He was busy.
Well, actually, it makes sense. I mean, Cheney took 2 days to tell us he shot his friend in the face, so what's another 3? You know what I'm saying? Can you dig where I'm coming from?
Oh. Uh-oh. What's he going to say? I knew you could?
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Can we stop?
No.
No, I want to hear the
No.
Can you dig it? I have to find out what he says next.
By
No
the way-
turlets.
By the way, thanks to Than, because this was an 11-minute bit. We have
Poor Than.
We have a little over 3 minutes we did here for you today.
That's right. Fannykins.
Imagine this going on for 11 and a half minutes. I can't imagine.
And I was cutting it up, and I'm like, and I know how long things are supposed to be. I'm like, these things have to be way too long. They have to be. And I looked at the time. I was like, no, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Normal.
And you were saying you saw this by yourself at home, and you were getting uncomfortable even though there was no one to be uncomfortable in front of.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I ran out of ways to sit in my chair. Like,
Just moving. You're upset doing a headstand at one point.
Yeah, your back starts to tingle, your neck itches.
Oh.
No.
All right, well, here he starts talking to Mr. Bush.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you know.
Oh, this is good. He's going to address the president.
Well, at the end of the bid, you got to have some kind of solution.
Yeah. He's going to address the president in his naive but poignant kind of black jazz musician way.
Something about the war and the money on the war. That's one bullet.
Yeah.
Now listen, I'm just an old clarinet man.
I don't know much.
But I got an idea, Mr. Bush.
Oh.
Stop your war for one day. Give New Orleans the bread it costs to fight that one day and use it to rebuild us.
Oh, God. He's getting the cheap applause for that.
Yeah.
That
Wouldn't
old
it be funny?
gag.
Wouldn't it be funny if they booed? If they were all so
Boo.
Boo. Boo. Hiss.
Do you think he was finally feeling some energy because he was getting something from the audience?
Well, they were clapping because they figured that's got to be the end of this.
I love to hear him go, "Can you dig it?" And then, bang, just a wrench hits him from the audience. Big monkey wrench just hits him in the side of the head.
But it's that old gag. You know, if we take one missile...
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Maybe we like missiles.
Right.
I don't mind my tax dollars going to missiles.
America loves missiles.
We
love them.
do.
They're quite showy.
Mm-hmm.
They're not boring when they go off, I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
One day and use it to rebuild us.
Yeah.
That'll happen.
One day. That's our one day, maybe 2 days. That's it. Stop the war. Stop blowing up Iraq and start building up New Orleans.
Oh, he had to milk it another time around.
I respect you, Mr. Bush, I do, because you're the leader of the band. But damn, I don't think you really get it. See, you got a place to sleep that's yours. For a couple of years, anyway. Just think what it's like for us.
Bride. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you understand that, Mr. Bush? No. Do you? Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans?
Oh boy.
My head is tingling. My head is tingling.
Yeah. Holy Jesus. Just, okay, no one look at me.
He sings?
I can't talk.
He sings?
It goes on for...
What?
What does he do?
It goes on for like 3 more minutes of singing after that. He goes right into a song.
Do we have any of it?
Why wouldn't you give us the song? I mean,
we need more of the song.
Play that.
We need more of the
I'll
song.
have it in a few minutes.
Please,
the song.
please,
Have
we
some
need
of the
song.
Get the
I
whole
want the song.
Get the song.
I got
Know what it means.
up my back to the back. My head was tingling.
Yeah. I can't look at you.
This is up there with Shut Up.
Shut up.
By the way, Katie Holmes, to shift gears as we wait for the song, she's going to go nuts.
Gonna?
Yeah, you can see it in her face.
I think she's already a little
Tom Cruise married
kilter.
a Stepford wife to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, she seems like you haven't heard a peep from her. Have you heard one word out of this girl's mouth?
No, they got her medicated.
Or something. Hypnotized with that Scientology. Because she doesn't do interviews. You don't hear a word from her.
She's not allowed to. It's not part of the contract.
You see like stuff in print a couple of times, but you'll never see her on a show talking. Weird.
Tom Cruise in the last couple of years has become such a horse's ass. He was untouchable.
Why don't you let her talk a little bit?
Yeah, why don't you let her hang a Roman name?
Katie Holmes. Yeah.
Hey guys,
Mr. Cruise, if you could just take $1 for every movie. Shut up.
They had a rebuild.
All right, here's the Billy Crystal song.
Oh, hold on.
Just think what it's like for us. Do you understand that, Mr. Bush? No. Do you? Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans and miss it each night and day?
Oh, God.
I know I'm not wrong. The feeling's getting stronger the longer I stay away.
Oh, God.
Mr. moss-colored vines, the tall sugar pines, where mocking boys come.
mocking boys.
And I'd like
boys.
Hey, Wime.
the lazy Mississippi. Into spring, I miss the moonlight on the bayou. A Creole tune that fills the air.
I miss white people getting beat up in Mardi Gras. Because I saw it from the balcony with my own eyes.
I miss Houston, which we ruined when we went there. I miss robbing Texans when they opened their hearts generously and we're spitting their faces.
I miss spending FEMA cards, credit cards on Gucci bags.
I miss spending charity money on $800 sweaters.
Freaking trying to romanticize.
I miss not leaving when 80 people told me to leave 3 days in advance.
They didn't have the means, Anthony. They didn't have the means.
Oh, shut up. Goddamn. Covered wagon people had the means. Unbelievable. I love when people say they didn't have the means. Little House on the Prairie people.
I miss taking television as the water's rising.
We need a kayak to help these people.
Even though you can't plug it in because all the electrical sockets are covered in water.
Don't forget Heineken guy.
Electric and Heineken Luda. I miss the Heineken Luda walking through the river.
And Celine Dion with her kayak.
Kayak. They just want to touch them.
All right, enough of the song. Right?
Oh, God. Maybe just a little more. A little more. Just a little more. Let me hear what else he misses.
That fills the air. I dream about magnolias in bloom. Soon I'm wishing that I was there.
Oh.
Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans? 'Cause that's where you left your home.
I miss supposedly broke people weighing 800 pounds being lifted by helicopters. How could you be so broke and weigh 800 pounds?
I like the scent of magnolias, which has nothing to do with New Orleans. The scent of vomit and fat girls is what I miss.
I figured out how to make this stop, by the way.
I miss throwing beads down on people's heads during the Mardi Gras broadcast, which sucked.
I miss people going to the bathroom in the middle of the street.
I figured out how to make this stop.
How?
Make this stop immediately.
What?
And there's one thing more. I miss the ones I care for more than I miss New Orleans.
Oh, and then there's a musical.
Hey, from headquarters. How are you guys? We brought you guys a bottle of Dom, so when you get on...
Oh, how about we intro you first?
Hold on, Renee. Slow down.
Oh, my God, man. My God, man.